What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. A link will be in the description box below, as usual. This video is entitled Automation, Universal Income, and Opioids. Because automation is going to affect the job market and people are going to lose jobs, it's going to put a squeeze on the people's income, right? And because government's already talking about a universal income, basically global welfare, because machines will be able to do the work that people are doing right now. Now, I add to this, one of the quote-unquote big American crises is opioids, because an idle mind is the devil's workshop. The way I see it is because technology is always doubling, when automation happens, people think it's not going to affect you that much. It's not going to be that fast, but I beg to differ. Because as fast as technology advances, they're going to find new ways to get rid of people. So people won't be working as much, Now, so which means less people in the job market, which means a different economy, which means now you're going to have to, in some ways, fend for yourself, because, which is hard in this society for a few reasons, because just like we talked about, few people go into the STEM fields. Well, few people are creative enough to be entrepreneurs, or few people have the guts for it. Few people make products, so you're going to be dealing with a situation where you're going to have a lot of old dogs who are going to have to learn a lot of new tricks, and just out of habit, a lot of them won't be prepared. And a lot of people, whether it be for that or be entitlement or laziness, are going to fall by the wayside because they won't be equipped to handle dealing in a new way with making a living. And I think that in itself is understandable, to the point that's why people are talking about a universal income, because the vast majority of the world isn't go-getters, and the vast majority of America isn't go-getters. So automation is going to put people in a situation where you have to become a go-getter, and it's just not in a lot of people, which leads to the universal income. Like I said, basically welfare. Because people know, the government know you're not equipped to keep up with technology at the pace that it's going. They also know that you're not equipped to deal with society if you starve. So to throw the masses a bone, to make sure that people have money in their pocket to at least do the bare minimum as far as survival is concerned, is going to basically be put on the table and have to be taken seriously. The problem with that is this country is in so much debt. That's why they say universal income. Do I see other countries coming together let's to help us give welfare to our citizens? No, I don't. You know. On top of that, you have certain narratives about, you shouldn't take governmental handouts. You have a certain ideology behind that, and you can basically be on the cusp of the whole world receiving welfare. And even the people who said, you shouldn't receive government assistance for everything. You need to get off your behind and pick yourself up by your bootstraps, and automation and basically took your shoes. So now it's that whole ideology turned upside down, because you're going to have a group of people who are taking handouts, who are hypocrites, who talk bad about everybody else for taking handouts. So it's going to be a bit of humble pie, and some people can't handle being humbled like that. So I could see people going left or having breakdowns. Just like you see all these mass shootings here in America recently. The reasoning behind the mass shootings is like, it's ridiculous. It's like entitled, spoiled brats who haven't gotten their way, so they want to kill people, basically. But because of this, in a way it seems like society is set up, you have this hovering over the current opioid epidemic, which in my mind, if all of this happens, it's gonna make the crack era look like nothing, because you're talking about a mass population of people who are basically depressed, out of work, getting a check from the government, and unskilled for this new world. While you have people who have addictions. And a lot of these people who have these addictions are going to turn themselves into welfare kings and queens, because what are they going to do to pass the time? Get high. You're going to have your overeaters, your drinkers, but overwhelming majority in America, I think, is going to be drug addicts, because America has like an addiction to addictions. And all of the American dream, coupled with I'm entitled to the American dream, but now I'm basically on welfare now. This is not what my life is supposed to be. So you're going to have everything going awry at the same time. And you're going to have, like I said, people going to be committing crimes because they're still going to want the American dream by any means. And that's going to be a problem. And it's going to be such a problem that people are going to be getting locked up. People are going to be putting their lives at risk. People are going to be doing a lot of different things. And drugs just is, it looks like, that zombie apocalypse that people are preparing for. It's not really gonna be zombies. It's gonna be people high as a kite. They got nothing but time on their hands to get high, and they got no hope. That's just my opinion. I hope I'm wrong, but I just thought about it. Peace.